Hello out there. It's good to talk to everybody. Let's go to 2 Peter 2 and 9. We're going to talk a little bit about just one little verse where he said, "The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of the hour of his temptation until the day of judgment for the unrighteous." Boy, aren't you glad with all the mess we got going on, there's a possibility that we're going to be delivered. And when you look at the Word of God, there's nothing like knowing, hey, I'm bound, but I want the deliverance. Let's talk about Daniel. Daniel was told, if you pray 3 times a day like you are, you're going to the lion's den. I'll tell you what, he kept on praying, ended up at the lion's den, but the Lord knows how to deliver the godly. And when you think about the different ways that God done it, you just say to yourself, how does God foresee how to deliver? And did you know he don't deliver everybody the same? I mean, if you want to go from there to the New Testament and see Peter, he's in jail, locked up, and no way to get out, no way to get free. But the Bible said God sent an angel down and delivered him. So we need to understand that God does it all different. Let's go back now to the Hebrew children. These Hebrew boys was down out of their own country and heard the music playing, and they said, uh-oh, we're in Pharaoh's company and in his country, and this tells us that we're supposed to bow because we've heard the story. If you don't bow, you're going to burn. But the 3 Hebrew boys looked at one another and said, we're not bowing. They came to them because when they got off of their little mats of praying and waiting and realizing, hey, we got 3 Hebrew boys here, and said they're not bowing. You would think there was some kind of an intuition godly would give to these 3 guys, knowing that they're going to burn. They said to them, you're going to burn in the furnace. Had you not heard that? Oh, yes, we've heard that, but we're still going to tell you, we are not going to bow our knee. Now you've got to say, wait a minute, maybe God's getting an angel ready. He sent one for Peter, he sent one for Daniel, and maybe he's getting a group of them together just to come down and deliver these 3 boys. But you know what? No. He's holding everything off. Gabriel said, oh, send me. Michael said, send me. No, I've got another plan. You know why? Because God knows how to deliver the godly. Not all of us got the same character and the same personality, but we've all got the same God, and he knows how to deliver us. And the word said they got them so close to the mouth of the fiery furnace, they ran to Pharaoh and said, Pharaoh, these boys are not bowing. Pharaoh said, well, go back and tell them, we'll give them another chance. They came back and said, he wants to give you another opportunity. These 3 Hebrew boys said, hey, look, play the music all day. We are not bowing. And you know what they said? They ran back to Pharaoh. It made Pharaoh so mad that they wouldn't bow. He said, heat that fiery furnace 7 times hotter. Now in heaven, Gabriel is saying, you better send me. Michael's saying, well, if he's not going, send me. No, he's got another plan. These boys said, throw us in the furnace if you wish. If God doesn't deliver us, so be it. But he will. See, that's where it comes in. It's always that hope. We'll burn if we have to. We'll die if we have to. But if God doesn't do it, but he will. Did you know they bound those boys hand and foot? opened up the furnace. It was so hot, it sucked the enemies that was going to throw them in, sucked them in. They threw these boys in. They landed in that fire furnace, and isn't it an amazing thing that God never sent Gabriel? He never sent one like he did for Daniel. But did you know what? God himself jumped out of the balcony of heaven and said, I am going to deliver these my boys. And you know what? Can I tell you a little story? I was locked up like Peter. I was a juvenile headed for prison. And everything going wrong, on probation with the law. And I said, oh God, I'll never get out of this mess that I'm in. But you know what? God himself, not an angel, not Gabriel, not Michael, but Jesus Christ, the Son of God himself came and took me out of the mess I was in and set me on the straight and the narrow. And I love it, and I'm going to live for him. Well, we're having a good time with the Word of God. What you think, Dave?
Beautiful.
We'll check it out.
I agree. I wholly agree. The Lord knows how to deliver the godly.
Yes, he does.